Think you know everything about cryptocurrency? Think again. It's a world that's constantly evolving, with new headlines every single day. One minute it's an all-time high. The next it's a new blockchain protocol that promises to change everything. It's easy to get caught up in the price charts and the latest hype. But when you zoom out and look at the bigger picture, the story of crypto is filled with genuinely wild, almost unbelievable details often overlooked in the day-to-day noise. So I've been digging through the history books of the digital age. I've pulled together 5 facts that I think are pretty mind-blowing. These aren't just trivia, they are fundamental pieces of the crypto puzzle. Alright, so first up, let's talk about the foundation of it all. Bitcoin, it's the OG, the one that started this entire revolution. But here's the crazy part. We still have absolutely no idea who created it. The name we have is Satoshi Nakamoto, but that's just a pseudonym. This person, or maybe even a group of people, authored the Bitcoin white paper in 2008. They launched the network in 2009. After collaborating with other developers for a couple of years, they just vanished. Poof! Gone. Think about that for a second. The creator of a technology that has spawned a multi-trillion-dollar industry, a technology governments are debating and corporations are investing billions in, is a complete and total ghost. They mined the first blocks of Bitcoin. They accumulated a stash that's estimated to be around 1 million BTC. At today's prices, that would make Satoshi one of the wealthiest people on the planet. And yet, not a single one of those coins has ever been moved or spent. It's an insane level of self-control, or maybe they just can't access them anymore. The speculation around Satoshi's identity is a whole subculture in itself. Was it a brilliant cryptographer like Hal Finney, or maybe Nick Szabo? People have analyzed Satoshi's forum posts, their coding style, even the timestamps of their emails to try and pinpoint their location and identity. But after all these years, we are no closer to a definitive answer. It's one of the greatest mysteries of the digital age. So, we've established that Satoshi's 1 million Bitcoin wallet is sitting untouched. But that's just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to inaccessible crypto. This next fact is kind of painful to think about, especially if you've ever misplaced a password. It's estimated that over 20% of all Bitcoin that will ever exist is lost, forever. We're talking about somewhere in the neighborhood of 4 million BTC, worth hundreds of billions of dollars at its peak, just gone, vanished into the digital void. How does this even happen? Well, it comes down to the core security model of cryptocurrency. Not your keys, not your coins. When you own Bitcoin, what you really own is a private key. If you lose that key, there's no forgot my password button. There's the guy who accidentally threw away a hard drive containing the keys to 8,000 Bitcoin, which is now buried under tons of garbage in a landfill in Wales. He spent years trying to get permission to excavate the site. It's a digital graveyard of immense wealth, a constant reminder of the high stakes of self-custody. For years, cryptocurrency was seen as this niche. It was really for tech enthusiasts, programmers at hackathons, investors, and folks skeptical of the traditional financial system. The idea of a country adopting something like Bitcoin as legal tender felt like science fiction. But in 2021, it actually happened. El Salvador became the first country in the world to make Bitcoin legal tender. This was a landmark moment. It meant that by law, every business in the country had to accept Bitcoin if they had the technological means. The government even airdropped $30 worth of Bitcoin to every citizen who downloaded the official Chivo wallet. The stated goals were ambitious: to bank the unbanked, lower remittance fees, and attract foreign investment. The move was controversial. International bodies like the IMF warned against it. There were technical glitches with the government wallet, and many citizens were wary of a currency that could swing dramatically in value. Regardless of the results, the significance couldn't be overstated. It shifted the conversation from speculation to national economic policy. Every new technology has its hello world moment. For email, it was sending a message. For the internet, the first ARPANET connection. For Bitcoin, the first real-world commercial transaction. It was for 2 large pizzas. The story takes place on May 22, 2010. A programmer named Laszlo Hanyecz went on Bitcoin Talk and offered 10,000 Bitcoin to anyone who would order and deliver 2 large pizzas to his house. At the time, it was worth maybe $40. Fast forward. At its peak, that 10,000 BTC was worth over $600 million. $600 million for 2 pizzas. Every year on May 22nd, the crypto community celebrates Bitcoin Pizza Day. Laszlo has said he has no regrets. It was an important step. But still, does he ever look at a slice of Papa John's and think about what could have been? It's a powerful symbol of how far Bitcoin has come, from a quirky experiment to a global financial asset. When people new to the space hear crypto, they almost always think of Bitcoin and maybe Ethereum. It's easy to think of crypto as monolithic, but the ecosystem is incredibly diverse. There are over 20,000 different cryptocurrencies in existence. Some trackers put it closer to 25,000, and that number grows every day. This is the Cambrian explosion of crypto, rapid branching of projects, a massive proliferation of new projects, each trying to solve different problems. Smart contract platforms like Ethereum, Solana, Cardano, privacy coins like Monero, meme coins like Dogecoin and Shiba Inu. There are tokens for decentralized storage, supply chain management, gaming economies, NFTs, and DAOs. Each project has a white paper, a team, a community, a roadmap, relentless innovation. Most won't survive. Many are low-effort copies or scams. Experimentation comes with failure, but the scale shows the ambition, rebuilding digital services on a decentralized foundation. So there you have it. 5 facts that I hope give you a new perspective on the world of cryptocurrency. I'm genuinely curious. Which of these surprised you the most? Drop a comment below and consider hitting subscribe and turning on notifications. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.